everybody. This is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and I really don't want to do this episode. I really don't want to. For everybody watching, this is a bit of a warning for you guys. For any of you guys who don't like to watch anything remotely rapey or hinting at it, you might want to avoid this episode. Because this is going to be my review for Fushigi Yuugi episode 12. There is apparently another episode where the same thing could potentially happen to Miyaka, and I really don't know which episode that is, and I'm afraid to find out. This is part of the reason why I put this show on the back burner for recordings. I really want to watch this show because it's a reverse harem and they don't have many of those out anymore. They don't even want to do those anymore, apparently. For those of you who like reverse harems, yeah, we need to petition all the anime companies, make more of those, because I like them. I mean, Ouran High School Host Club is a great reverse harem. That there's a twist where the female character isn't even has a personality. They have a backbone. We need more anime like those. And I mean, heck, if you take out those two little things in Fushigi Yuugi, I think it's a great show, but so far. But I can't watch that stuff. That's why I'm so iffy on Goblin Slayer episode 1, because that's just, oh man. Oh god. Just so you guys know, I have not been a victim of that stuff. Kind of. And by kind of, something happened in middle school. I don't know if I'd call it a sexual assault or anything, because it was during science class, and I was sitting at our table, and the boy that was sitting beside me grabs my hand. I was wearing a skirt. I don't know if you guys know what a skirt is. I'm old saying this. But a skirt is a cross between a skirt and a pair of shorts. Like, it has the shorts, but it looks like a skirt. Like, it has a skirt on top and the shorts underneath. I'd rather not talk about this, to be completely honest. I'd really not talk about this. So I'm not going to. If you guys are really wanting to know, I'll make a separate video on it. I really don't want to, but yeah. So yeah, this episode essentially is them getting back to Sorry, it's been so long since I've seen this show that I've forgotten essentially the name of the goddess's name. His place, whatever. I don't even know if it's a boy or girl. All I know is that it's an old person. I think it's a girl. I don't know. It's been that long. But they get back there, and Miyaka wants to know what happened to Yui when they came back, when she went back to her world, because when she went back, Yui wasn't there. I really wish they had decided to not show us what happened. But, they kinda showed us, yet at the same time didn't, because that's something that happens as a point later, because it's not always what it appears to be, essentially. Well, for the parts we didn't see, of course. But apparently, when Miyaka went back home, Yui took her place, and she didn't end up in the same kingdom. She ended up in the enemy kingdom, and in a very not-so-savory place. Not-so-savory part of the town. Or part of the main capital, I guess you could say. Well, she was calling for Miyaka, and if Miyaka had been wearing her uniform, she probably would have heard her. But she didn't, because she had changed her clothes, so she didn't know what was going on. Probably a good thing she didn't know what was going on, because if she had heard all that happen, I think that really would have traumatized her. Even more so than it already has. But, two unsavory men spot Yui, chase her down, and attempt to have their way with her. They, we don't exactly see the event itself, but judging from the look on everybody's faces and the sounds we hear, not good. Thankfully, Miyaka stops before it gets any worse. Yeah, this essentially was a not blind reaction because when I first recorded it, I was probably halfway through the episode or something, and then the power had gone out. So, yeah, that's not exactly a blind reaction. So I had to relive it. Not fun. I mean, I like reverse hams, but when it comes to something like this, no. Anyway, obviously Miyaka is very upset about this because she had no way of knowing that her friend was in trouble like this, and even if she had known, she probably wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. Even if she had gone back right then when it was going on, what was she gonna do against these two? What was she gonna do against those men? They probably would have done the same thing to her. So, yeah. Obviously, Miyaka is very upset about this, and I don't remember the dang goddess's name. I don't remember. I only clicked briefly on the reaction video just to make sure that it was the episode I was thinking of, and it was. She goes in and talks with Miyaka and tells her that, yes, this horrible stuff happened, but you are still... people still depend on you, and they rely on you. They are... essentially think she is the priestess, which I don't know if she actually is or not. I assume she is. And she shows Miyaka what the Emperor's been up to. And apparently he's been worrying himself sick to where he's not really eating. Because he's worried about Miyaka. Oh boy. And I think this gives Miyaka the motivation to continue on and try and find the rest of the warriors that she needs to find so she can try and, fix things, essentially. Oh boy. To be completely honest, I only got to episode 16, and that's where I have left it. I don't know which episode is the one where we think that Miyaka went through the same thing that Yui does later. Could somebody please let me know? Just at least give me a heads up on which episode number it is, just so I can kind of mentally prepare myself. Because whenever I pick the show back up, I'm going to have to do that episode. Oh, God. But yeah, the whole thing with Yui, everything is not always as it appears to be. Yes, they did try and do stuff to her. Did it actually happen? We will find out. Because Miyaka didn't show the entire thing. She stopped it before things got too, unsavory for her liking. Well, then again, it was already unsavory to begin with, but... yeah, since we didn't get to see what happened, we can only assume that it happened as we were told, as we assumed happened. But, yeah, until we actually see the proof itself, that's all we can assume. Anyway, yeah, if somebody could please let me know, at least look up the episode for me, just show me which episode it is, so that way I can kind of jot it down as a note, and keep it, try so that way I remember it. But, yeah, I wanted to find something to upload, and this is what I ended up choosing. I wanted to get something out different, instead of the usual Attack on Titan, Black Clover, and Demon Slayer. Because it was either those three, Oron, or Fushigi Yuugi. I don't have anything else recorded at the moment. But, once the kids go back to school tomorrow, I will record a bit before I have to go into work at 11 o'clock. So, I should be able to get some stuff done. Oh god, I need to work on something nice. I'll work on By the Grace of the Gods because that's something nice. I will see you guys later.